Well, hello there, my beautiful friends. We are back. I am Heather Newman, and this is the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, episode number 175. We're going to talk about how life can be hard and hard things and doing the hard things, and just stay put. Here we go. Well, hello, VIPs and Tone Babes and friends. It's Heather Newman with the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, and I am beyond excited to share some fantastic news. We're kicking off the new year with a big shout out to our amazing sponsors and partners who have joined us on this health and wellness journey. Let's dive into some incredible offers that will have you feeling fabulous in no time. So, are you ready to get moving? I know you are. Let's jumpstart your metabolism. Get a strategy in place for your health and fitness and start feeling better, happier, stronger, and just more energized. So head on over to glitteryou.com/gym, like GYM, for all of the available offers to support your fitness journey. So I do want to express my sincere gratitude to our sponsors and let you know that we have partnered with some of my absolute favorites to bring you some exclusive, amazing freaking offers. Okay, 3 sponsors and partners that I want to share with you today. The first one is Dime Beauty. It is DIME beautyco.com. So DIMEBEAUTYCO.com. Use the code GLITTERU20 for a radiant 20% off of my favorite skin protector and glow. Elevate your skincare routine and embrace the natural glow with Dime Beauty. There's lots of products, but my favorite one is the tinted sunscreen. I use shade number 2. It's my absolute favorite. I have shared this before, and they were nice enough to give us a code to save you 20% off. That's a great savings. The next one I want to recognize for sure is Sugar Detox 7. That is sugardetox7.com. Dive into the booking guide available at sugardetox7.com on Amazon, or you can find it on Barnes & Noble at bn.com. Jumpstart your metabolism, dial into your nutrition game, and witness an average of 5 pounds weight loss after your first round. So you can choose from 1, 3, or all 7 days at one time. And then lastly, I want to recognize our most current, our newest partner. I'm so grateful. It's BeautifulYu. So that is beautiful, BeautifulYu.com. Use code GLITTERU for a fantastic 15% off of my favorite Trim Fit collagen and the probiotics for gut health. Complement your Tone VIP workout game with these daily supplements for the results that you need. So, Tone Babes, VIPs, friends, thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Head on over to glitteryou.com/gym and make this year a priority for your health and wellness. Let's move and glow and feel absolutely fabulous together.
You're listening to the Get Unstuck podcast with business mentor, health and fitness influencer, and trainer Heather Newman. Each week, Heather provides you with tips and tools to glitter your soul and add sparkle to your life. Let's get unstuck. You are not a tree, so let's learn to move, change, and find true happiness by creating a vision and living your dreams. For blog posts, business tips, fitness training, at-home workouts, and more, subscribe to glitteryou.com. Now, let's get happy. Here's your host, Heather Newman.
Well, hello, my incredible Tone Babes, VIPs, and friends. Welcome back to the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, your ultimate space for navigating this vibrant, incredible second half of life. I am Heather Newman, your fitness strategy and planning mentor, and I'm delighted to have you here. My mission is very clear: to inspire each VIP, each woman to look and feel amazing in this fantastic chapter of life. So transitioning from a fitness instructor and trainer to a fitness strategy and planning mentor, I'm here to guide you on a journey of transformation. I personally design your monthly challenges, workout plans, and framework, all accessible in your very own private VIP member portal. guaranteed to bring you the results you're seeking, whether it's weight loss, increased strength, more energy, or just living your healthiest, feel-good life. I promise you a game-changing experience. So, having honed this approach over the years, I've now packaged it up for a full year of transformation, growth, and overall happiness and joy. Every week, I'm your guide on this transformative journey. So let's dive in. VIPs, you can find everything that you need at toneand10.com or glitteru.com. Get ready for a fabulous transformation. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. All right, VIP tribe, are you ready to embark on a journey today of inspiration and self-discovery? All right, today I'm actually going to have a little bit of a rant. So when I hear, I'm going to say you, although it may not be you specifically, but when I hear you telling me, people, ladies, telling me things are hard, honestly, as a coach and trainer, this is going to sound harsh, but it's not. It doesn't really mean anything. Like, what does it mean that things are hard? I feel like it's kind of irrelevant to say that. And I don't mean to sound insensitive. Like, I get it. Things can feel hard. Life can feel hard. But people saying that things are hard to me as if that's a reason not to do them, I feel like it's your way of thinking. It's a perception based on habits that you grew up with. Just because something is hard, that is actually the reason to do them, to pursue them. Like, hard things are what make us stronger. We cannot get stronger if we don't do hard things. So if you come to me and you say, but it's so hard, I honestly don't really know what you mean. It's like when people say to me, but it's so expensive. Well, of course it's expensive. Of course. Like, I charge a fee for what I do, because it's so valuable. Of course it's going to be hard. It's going to make you into who you want to become and who you want to be. So you can't become who you want to be on the easy street over there. You cannot get unstuck if you don't take on the hard things. You can't make things easy and then expect yourself to grow from doing these easy things. You don't want people to go, oh yeah, she always takes that easy road. Yeah, she's totally content and she's been the same her whole entire life. If that's you, you're probably not listening to this podcast. But like, if you hear someone talk about someone else like that in that way, it's not really impressive, my friends. And yet that's how so many of us want to figure life out, right? Like, we want to figure out the easiest things to do, because when we do the easy things, we get things done. Like, we have some sense of accomplishment, I guess, like, because it's completed. We get to check off the boxes, but you haven't had to change in the process. It's just like a to-do list. There's nothing wrong with a to-do list. I'm all about a to-do list to keep my squirrel brain on track. But do you see what I'm saying? You haven't had the chance to change in the process. You haven't had to become a more elevated version of yourself. You haven't had to become more evolved or a different version of yourself, or to get stronger, even if you're going to talk in like fitness capacity, right? It could be used in every area of your life, but I always resort back to health and fitness because that's what I do. So what I want to recommend that you do is the hard things. And instead of complaining about them, like, don't complain about doing hard things. What is complaining doing for you? Is that making you feel better? Probably not. So don't complain about doing hard things, you guys. Like, if you just follow those 2 pieces of advice And even honestly, as a certified life coach, because you guys know that in 2022, I think it was, might have been 2021, I got certified as a life coach, which is amazing and awesome. And I've had some great experiences. I've watched some great transformations. I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of that. I just don't know in January if I'm going to be opening up life coaching because I'm so focused on it's January, it's health and fitness. Let's get back into our routine. And that's really where my heart and my passion lie. But I feel like I can do my life coaching a lot more through podcasting. I feel like I can reach more women if you can relate and you can share it with a friend and be like, hey, look, I know you were going through this thing. Why don't you take a listen to this #GetUnstuck podcast? This episode might be something you need to hear or borrow the idea from. But don't complain about doing hard things. If you just follow these 2 pieces of advice, and like I was saying, as a certified life coach, I'm not, and we're not supposed to actually give advice, but I'm giving you some advice here today as your friend. 1, do the hard things. And 2, don't complain about it. That's it. It's truly, really that simple. It really is that easy. So I noticed for myself, just starting doing like my next Tone Babe VIP challenge or my next workout program or my next nutrition plan, or even creating my new vision board for the next year. The complaining in my brain is real. The excuses in my brain, the thoughts that go on in my brain, it all gets like reactivated, making me feel a certain way. Now, I didn't use like that as an excuse not to do it. I didn't like listen to my brain and say, oh yeah, this is too hard. But I did pay attention to how it was making me feel. And when you know that your thoughts create your feelings, you know that you have the power to change those. So the more you can change your thoughts about something, the better it will be, the better you will feel. So instead of me trying to change the circumstance, right, to make it easy, I had to change my thoughts. I decided to change my thoughts. And this is the most important piece of advice or idea that I can give you. Do not quit. Do not change the thing that you're attempting to do to make it easier so that your thoughts will change. Like, change your thoughts so you can do the harder thing, to become stronger, to do the thing that will make you grow, to do the thing that will make you accomplish something that you will actually be proud of on the other side of it. So, you know, back when inside of my, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th month of doing Tone VIP, I was coaching ladies on all different levels, on all different things. And one particular lady, client, friend I was coaching, she was on her weight loss journey and she was so stuck. She was just so down on herself. She was not motivated, and she was saying that she wanted to make it easier, or that she wished it was just easier to lose weight. And although it sounds like such a valid thing to do, it sounds like an important thing to do, because the easier it is to lose weight, the more likely you are to do it, right? But here's what I want to say. Stop trying to make it easy. Like, stop spending all of your energy in trying to figure out a way to make it easier. Like, if you want to lose weight, just let it be hard. Let it be hard to lose weight. Okay, cool. It's hard. What's hard about losing weight? Like, feel those feelings. Take it head on. Grab that bull by the horns. Okay, cool. I want to lose weight. That's going to be hard. That's it. Because when you're not overeating food, you're left with you, and you're left with your emotions, and you're left with your urges. If you haven't listened to episode 174, That was the episode right before this one, and we talked about urges. I encourage you to pause right here, go listen to episode 174 of the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, and then come back. You're left with your urges. You're left with your hunger. You're left with your emotional deprivation. Like, you're left with all of it, to sit in it and feel it, to feel your feelings. And that's okay. That's how we get stronger. And if you're left with all of it and you're left with all those emotions and you can learn how to actually feel them and learn how to process them, that is what you will get so good at. And when you get good at that, you're getting good at hard things. So, do you want to be good at hard things? Yes, that is what will set you apart. It's what will set you apart from people who aren't good at hard things. So one of the things I was talking about a few years ago during the shutdown of 2020, I don't even like bringing that up, but we were in the Tone VIP member portal, and some of those like behind the scenes and motivational videos that I recorded that you guys have seen that's one of the things that I said in there, is that I don't believe that there are average people. Like, I think everyone's got their own fabulous inside of them. I think people, especially women, that's who I coach, women are all freaking gorgeous, like both inside and out. I think the difference is people willing to do the hard things get the experience of how gorgeous inside and out and powerful that they really are. That's the only difference. It's discipline. Discipline and determination. You know, growing up, my daddy always said, you're determined, aren't you? Yes, I am. The willingness to feel negative emotion on purpose in order to grow, that's it. Are you willing to feel negative emotions on purpose in order to grow? When you sign up to do a 31-day VIP fitness and nutrition challenge to lose fat, gain muscle and strength, do you know that's going to hurt a bit, both physically and emotionally? Yeah, you knew that. I knew that. I signed up for it. My brain complained about it. I felt sorry for myself. I still sometimes to this day start feeling sorry for myself, like back and forth, like freaking all over the place, like our brain likes to do. And we go again, and we lift it up, and we run, and we do all the things that are hard, because at the end of those 31 or 21 days or whatever it may be for each challenge that you face, I'll be high-fiving myself because I've accomplished a hard thing. You will be high-fiving yourself because you accomplished a super hard thing. You didn't quit on you. You kept your promise to yourself. You pushed through the hard to get to the goal. It's so fun to watch y'all do these hard things, but the actual goal is just the first part. There's all these strategic byproducts that come from doing the hard things. So don't be scared of hard things. After finishing that thing, whatever it is, for me personally, I can share my story that it is a continuous journey. I'm always setting the next challenge and goal to keep my eye focused on the long game of living my best, healthiest life. My discipline will be increased. My ability to feel my emotions will be increased. My momentum towards success will be increased. My ability to trust myself and to have integrity with myself and to honor my word will be increased. Not just the one accomplished goal and the result that I create, but all of these magical benefits of having told myself the truth, showing up for myself, felt the pain, and do it anyway, even though I knew it was going to be painful. This is what I want for you. I don't want it to be easy, because then you don't get any strategic byproducts. If I give you a pill that helps you, gain 5 pounds of muscle and strength, you evolve nowhere. if I give you a magic pill to help you feel better, you don't know how to feel better on your own. You have to rely on that pill. If I give you food to help you buffer your emotion, you haven't learned how to process your emotion. Now, don't get me wrong. I live for my morning unicorn cocktail. It gives me life. It's my morning trigger, I like to call it. It triggers me to get up, wake up, and get moving. And I know it's good for me, but I know that my body responds well to it. And it's got, for me, it's got like the green tea in there that tastes like a delicious lemon spritzer versus green tea, because I don't like the taste of green tea, but you can't taste it in my drink. But it's not solely the thing. It's my trigger. It's my get up and go. Here we go. It's my spank in the booty to tell my brain it's time to do the hard thing. Let's go. Let's get moving. What I want you to be able to do is process your emotion. That's hard. But I want you to be able to process your emotion and do hard things without relying on any external, I want you to rely solely on yourself, the support of you. Then everything else is a bonus. Listen, I love the support of other people. You know this. Other women on their journey too. Yes, Tone Babes, high five. I am doing all of these workouts with my Tone Babes, right? And I invite you to join us at toneandtin.com. Don't ever feel like you're not a Tone Babe when I say VIPs and Tone Babes, because you, my friend, if you're listening here, I am personally asking you to join us. I created it for you. But anyway, as I'm doing all these workouts with my Tone Babes, which I can't wait for you to join us, we check in with our private app, right? For support and motivation and accountability and inspiration. And it makes such a difference to have them there. But I know now that I would do it even if they weren't. And that's important for all of you to know. And there are some days when maybe they can't work out or they can't check in with me or with all of us. And maybe I go to the gym or I just work out by myself in the garage because I'm willing to experience the emotions that are going to come up on my way to creating the life that I want. Now, for those of you who say, I don't have any negative emotion, it's because you don't have a hard goal in front of you. Ouch. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. I'm here with my coaching cap on right now. I'm not being ugly. I'm just telling you that you aren't doing hard things. If you don't have negative emotion, you aren't doing hard things. When people tell me that they aren't doing hard things, I feel sad. How are you? Life's good, nothing new. I feel sad. I like it when someone's like, I'm working on this new workout program. It's so freaking hard. So good. I'm putting muscle on my body. I'm losing weight. I'm quitting drinking. I'm growing a business. I'm starting a nonprofit. Whatever it is that is hard that you are doing, that you're creating for the world and for yourself, is the point of all of it. In my opinion, that is high five. I am here to cheer you on. If you say you don't like to do hard things, in my opinion, it's like, I don't like to accomplish. It's like saying, I don't like to grow. If you don't like to do hard things, it's like you saying, I don't like to get stronger. I don't like to see what I'm made of. That's fine. It's just not as fun, in my opinion. For me, it's being stuck. And personally, I don't find that any fun at all. What joy is in that?
It's been a tough few years. Have you felt a little lost, fell off track, or maybe your life feels like it's been flipped upside down? Are you ready to get back on track with a simple jumpstart, the healthy way? The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil book is now available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It is a straightforward shortcut that tells you exactly what to eat and how to do this. The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil workbook and guide by Heather Newman will help you navigate a new healthy relationship with food. It will teach you which foods work for you and those that don't. This 7-Day Sugar Detox guide is meant to be a staple. It's not a one-time use only book. It's one that you'll want to keep coming back to over and over again for guidance. It's the permanent solution that you've been looking for. This guide is used as a resource to get you back on track when you fall off, and we all do. It's a journey, not a destination. So happy to hear how many of you are enjoying this book, getting massive weight loss results, and use it as a tool after those binging weekends when you've really whooped it up. It's the perfect, easy-to-follow guide, including a grocery list and meal planning recipe options for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. If it's not on the list, it's not for us. Be sure to grab yours today and grab one for a friend. The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil by Heather Newman is available in a paperback and a hardback version. Visit the website www.sugardetox7.com or simply find it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble websites. Sugar is the Devil.
Okay, let's talk a little deep about thoughts and activation. I thought that, or a thought, a thought that you think doesn't have any effect on you unless it's activated, which means it's causing the emotion. This is a little bit of life coaching, so it's a little bit deep. So try to stay with me here, okay? We're gonna go into like thoughts and the way that you actually have power over that using the machine that I teach inside of my one-on-one life coaching. So a thought that you think doesn't have any effect on you unless it's activated, okay? Which means it's causing the emotion. So a lot of us do this just being unaware of it. Automatically we dive into our emotions and our emotions take over all of our actions and we feel like we're spinning out of control and we don't have control over that because you haven't developed the skill yet to manage your thoughts and processes. So a thought that you think doesn't have any effect on you unless it's activated consciously or subconsciously, which means it's causing the emotion. So if you want to believe I can accomplish something, or I'm going to be a millionaire, or I'm going to find the love of my life, or I'm going to be healthy, if the thought hasn't been activated to the point where it creates the emotion inside of you, like physically creates the vibration inside of you, then it's not activated. It's totally dormant, but you have the power to decide what to do with the thought. So on the flip side of that, there are thoughts that you're trying to ignore maybe that are still activated because you can feel them. You're not just like paying attention to them, or they're unconscious. So these are the two things that I want you to pay attention to if you can. But I mean, this is not an easy skill. I'm not saying that you can't handle it. You can, but it takes some focus. So on the other hand, if you're feeling emotions that you don't know where they're coming from because you've activated thoughts that you're unaware of, I also want you to pay attention to those. And are you trying to believe new thoughts, but you're not feeling those not feeling those new thoughts because they're not activated? So the way that you do this is you really tune into your body and you see how you're feeling. In my live in real person bar classes, we practice this at the end of every single class. And during class, I talk about muscle and mind connection, being intentional about connecting your brain to the muscle that you are controlling and activating. It's a practice. It's a real skill to be able to do that and to be that in tune to your body. Not everybody takes the time to do this, and it's important. So based on how you are feeling, like they don't teach us this in school, okay? They do not teach us this in school. But based on how you're feeling will determine whether you have awareness of your thoughts or whether you have activated a thought that you want to believe. So here's the other piece when you're doing hard things. You want to make sure you're thinking thoughts that are creating emotions that will drive actions to overcome the hard things. Like if your thoughts that you're activating are creating peace and relaxation and chill and love, like that's fine. But is that the energy that you need in order to overcome whatever the obstacle is that is your hard thing? I know for me, and you guys, if you know me, I do not practice yoga, okay? Nothing against my yogis. That's awesome. I will stretch, but I will not participate in a yoga practice, okay? I've got personal reasons. I've got religious reasons, but going back to, if you're feeling the energy that is relaxation and peace and love, again, that's fine, but I need you to ask yourself, is that the energy that I need in order to overcome whatever your hard thing is, right? I know for me, I need determination, motivation, excitement. Like those are the emotions that I'm trying to create for myself as I accomplish my goal. So they're very different thoughts than thoughts that create peace and love and tenderness. Like determination, motivation, and excitement. That's where I'm at. Those are the emotions I'm trying to create for myself. So I'm not saying you can't do both, but you need to pay attention if you don't feel motivated, if you don't feel disciplined, if you don't feel determined. It's because you don't have the right thoughts. It's not because you're not a good person or you're not a determined person or that you're not a disciplined person. It just means that you're not thinking the thoughts that are going to activate the emotion that you need in order to overcome the hard. So if you're sitting here and you're like, I really want to do this VIP workout program with Heather. I really want to follow her along as she puts in the work each week, each day to build muscle, feel energized, get healthier, and create a lean and toned body. Or if you want something else, like I want to make money, or I want to lose weight, or I want to quit drinking, I'm going to use Heather's motivation and her determination. I'm going to witness that and be inspired by it and create that for myself. So what is the emotion that you need to generate in order to follow through like that? Right? The answer to that question is very specific. It's either going to be determination, discipline, motivation, excitement, whatever it is. Your first order of business is to generate thoughts to support that and then activate them so that you can feel the emotion and practice that emotion. And as you feel that energy, you can borrow some of mine too. You guys, I got plenty to go around, right? If you watch the Tone Online Studio, like some of the older videos that I created, the platform has evolved over the years into a daily workout for you to do on your terms now. But if you see the older videos, like I don't do the videos anymore. I give you the workout plan so that I give you the instructions. I give you the directions. I give you like modifications. And we have a full library of, I don't know what a reverse fly is. Well, you go into the little library, the workout guide, and press, reverse fly, and you can see a video through either me or another certified trainer that I have actually gotten certified through. But anyway, if you see some of the older videos, again, I'm not filming videos currently, but I filmed some boost and motivation videos. I created, or if you hang out in that private Facebook group that I've had for many, many years, or if you're in our VIP app and scroll back to some of the older months, you can borrow some of my boost and motivation, because I'm doing a lot of generating of that energy in order to overcome the hard thing that is maybe the workout that I'm committed to daily, or the Tone Babe walking commitment I've made, be it outside or on the treadmill that I'm running on, or the upside down handstands that I'm pounding out for my core strength, or maybe the food that I'm asking myself to eat, the attitude that I want to create, like all of it. So for you, don't make it any more complicated than that. Just know that the answer to the question of what is the energy you need in order to overcome the obstacle that is your hard thing, what is the energy you need? Be very specific, be it determination, discipline, motivation, excitement, whatever it is. And one, don't make it any more complicated than that. That's it. Focus on the energy that you want to bring to the table, bring to the light. Focus on that and practice it. Feel that emotion. Feel it. What does that feel like? So one of the things I've seen a lot lately, especially in people coming to me and asking, is it's not consistent like the same, but it all kind of is. Like, I'm like, gosh, people keep asking, like, why do I continue to think this thought? And what I mean by that, here's some examples. I'll get asked, why am I not losing weight? Why do I keep eating the food that's not on my plan when I know that that's not helping me? So asking why in certain instances is useful, and you will know it's useful because it will help you change and create a result that you want. But many of you are trying to discover the reasoning behind your inaction instead of just taking action. So you're using thought work as a way to kind of loop yourself into not having to take the action into an excuse. And someone inside of my Tone VIP was doing this, and I'm like, hey, don't be like using the daily habits of 7 that we practice, right? Like, that's the framework that I teach. It's Toho 7. I'm like, don't be using that against yourself. Use it for yourself, to motivate you, to give you the framework to use to push through the hard. Instead, what she was doing was asking herself, well, why am I not doing, number 2 and number 5? Like, why am I not doing that? Stop like putting all your energy in asking yourself why you're not doing it, and focus on the energy you need to put into your head and your mind and your body in order to do it. So don't use it as a reason not to create your dream, like because you're trying to figure out what thought you're thinking and why you're thinking it. Just activate on the new thought that you want, the new emotion that you want. Be aware of the ones that are there, but activate a new emotion to create the energy that you need. What you focus on expands. What you make a priority in your daily will become your primary thought and focus. Just as a coach, as a trainer, as an instructor, as your mentor, I know we're all human, right? We all deal with very similar things. We all deal with struggles, and I see it. It comes in waves. And if we don't have the skill set to be able to reboot ourselves or, start taking action, we're looking for someone else to motivate us all the time. You're looking external. And know that usually taking the action will create your own motivation. Doing the hard. If you feel like crap and you don't want to work out, and I don't mean an illness, obviously the body needs rest. We know that. But if you are procrastinating because you just don't feel like doing it, but you know that you've got goals and you want to fit in, maybe a certain pair of pants, or if weight loss or fat loss is your goal, or if you want to be stronger, you want to be able to, I don't know, lift a certain weight, or you want your back. What if you want your back to look beautiful? What if you want to work out your back and have those muscles in your back and just look really lean and toned and strong? Whatever it is, create the emotion that you're going to need in order to get yourself taking action. Don't use it as a reason not to create your dream because you're trying to figure out what thought you're thinking and why you're thinking it. Just activate a new emotion. Be aware of the ones that are there, but activate a new emotion to create the energy that you need. What you focus on expands, and again, what you make a priority in your day will become your primary thought and focus. And you do have more control over that than you realize. It's a skill, it's a practice. So one of the coolest things about being a human is you can generate energy with your mind. Every time I go to teach a class, you guys, I'm not like, woo, woo, fired up, ready to teach a bar class. Sometimes I have to create or generate the emotional energy with my brain. So as you're thinking about the goal that you want, as you're thinking about the dreams you have, as you're thinking about the things you want to do with your life, especially moving into a new year, a new season, a new month, a new week, you can generate motivation, discipline, and excitement. This is just a skill that you have inside of you, and you just have to practice it to get better at it. But it's something that you can do. If you think about people you love, you're going to generate the emotion of love. And if you think about a goal that you really want to create and you get motivated, you've now generated motivation for yourself. So the better you get at it, the more your dreams will come true. The better you get at doing hard things, the more hard things you will accomplish, and the better life you will have, in my opinion. So it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be your health. It can be helping other people. It can be whatever it is you want. But anything worth doing is probably going to be a little bit hard. And I'm happy that it is because I want it to be hard so that you can become stronger. And as you're going down the path, like toward your goal or of your goal, I want you to think about it. This is really cool. I really want you to think about this. Okay. I want you to think about it as a pathway, like a path, almost like you're going into the jungle. Okay. The journey is actually the fun part. So stop trying to get to the end. It's not about the destination. It is a journey that you get to keep on creating over and over with new growth and new challenges. So as you're walking in the jungle, what's going to happen? You're going to hear noises in the jungle, right? You're going to hear animals making noises at you. That's your brain. Your brain is going to do the same things like you're in the jungle. You're in the jungle, you hear animals making noises. When you're on your journey, your brain is going to be those animals. Your brain is going to say things like, you're not good enough. You can't do this anyway. This doesn't matter. Look at you. You look a little fluffy. Look how dumb you were. Why did you, that was so stupid. Look at that freaking mistake that you just made. So often I'll ask you to pull those thoughts out of the jungle, pull them out of your brain, and work on them. But sometimes, especially if you've already done work on those thoughts, I just want you to keep walking on the path and hear the noise in the jungle without having to stop and look at each freaking noise to figure out, what is that? What is that? Right? Know that your brain is always going to be making noises in the jungle. It's always going to be like snapping at you and howling at you and chirping at you and telling you all the things that it likes to tell you, that it's been programmed to tell you, either through society, through our generations of family, through influence, through history, through all of it. And you just keep your eye on that path. And you can listen to the noises and you can notice that they're there. Okay, cool. But don't stop walking. Like, don't stop for every little noise to obey it, to look at it. If you've done life coaching with me, I ask you to incorporate using the machine. It's my life coaching framework, and you can use the machine on this practice as well. So keep focusing on the activated thoughts that you want to create. Notice the noise in the jungle. Keep freaking moving. If you find that my ideas and suggestions here are boring, like I like to use a calendar. I like to use my daily unleash habits for journaling, and I like to do time blocking. I like to plan every single minute of my day. If you find that boring, eating food that's simply fuel, if you find that boring, getting up, drinking my good mood trigger, unicorn juice, is boring daily, recording a podcast at the same time every single week, boring. When I started thinking about this, that we feel entitled to be entertained, we feel entitled for things to be interesting to us, to create passion outside of us, right? This is kind of squirrelish, but my friend Michelle has a sweatshirt that says, "Do the boring work" on the back of it. And I'm like, I need one of those sweatshirts, like ASAP. I love that sweatshirt. I think it might pop up soon in the glitteru.com clothing collection, honestly. It's powerful. Do the boring work, right? Do the boring work. The boring work is what makes you rich. The boring work is what makes you healthy and strong, or even skinny and thin if that's your goal. The boring work is what makes you lean up and get stronger. Going to the gym or setting up your home space to work out and doing the same type of workout over and over for 31 days is boring. It's okay, because if I keep doing it, I will get stronger. If I keep doing it, I'm going to be able to get to the goal and have all of the strategic byproducts that I want. That's how I live. This is my choice. I invite you to join me because it's amazing. And I've never been happier or felt better. And that is my truth. I share this with you because I know that I don't even want to say if it's possible for me, it's possible for you. Like, I don't know. Being boring with yourself and honoring your word is one of the secrets to having an amazing relationship with yourself. And you want to ask yourself the question, what are you using your brain for? And what do you want to use it for? Do you want to use it for thinking about candy and pretzels and food? Do you want to use it for scrolling through social media? Do you want to use it for watching TV like the Kardashians and the Real Housewives? Or do you want to use it to create the most epic freaking life that you are capable of? Look at your time, look at your energy, look at your brain. What are you using it for? Is it what you want to use it for? Your brain and your thoughts and your life is designed to be used for whatever you choose. That's what free will is with your own brain. It's like an employee. Like, what do you want to put it to work? Like, to put it to work, what do you want it to do for you, right? Your brain is your employee. Tell it what to do. Everything you do, ask yourself this question. Every A-line, like every top priority that you do in your day, ask yourself this question. Does this get me long-term success or short-term pleasure? And how do I want to define my life? Do I want to define it on short-term pleasure or long-term success? Because I want to tell you something. long-term success is the best pleasure I've ever experienced. And I can use this podcast as an example. Until I decided to get really, really focused on delivering the content, coaching you, sharing strategies, sharing fitness, health related, all the things that I love, right? Until I got super disciplined, which could be boring to some people, until I got super disciplined on delivering that, nobody offered to partner with me or to be a sponsor with me. So long-term, long game success is the best pleasure I've ever experienced. Go do some hard things, my friends. I will talk to you next week. And if you enjoy listening to this hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, you have to come check out the toneand10.com online studio, become a VIP. It's my monthly workout program where we take all this material and we apply it and we take it to the next level. And we just do the doggone thing. Join me over at the toneand10.com VIP program. If you join for a full year, you get $100 off right now. Or you can do the payment plan option because I know times are tough and I wanted to make it fully affordable for you. So I will see you there.
Hey friend, thank you so much for listening to Heather's Get Unstuck podcast. Her goal is to help as many women as possible, and if this episode helped you in any way, you can directly impact Heather's efforts by simply sharing a screenshot of this to your social media or team. Also, if you're looking for additional support, feel free to find Heather on Instagram at BeautifulYu, her website at www.BeautifulYu.com, and or join the free Get Unstuck community Facebook group.
Well, hello, my fabulous listeners to the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to take a moment and thank our incredible sponsor today, BeautifulYu. They've got something special for you, 15% off with the code GlitterYu. At BeautifulYu, they believe in bringing you products that enhance not only your beauty, but your overall well-being. Our favorite Trim Fit, collagen, and probiotic blend are carefully crafted to make you look and feel exceptional. So what sets BeautifulYu apart? It's not just about beauty. It's about thoughtful science and specific benefits that elevate your health journey. So some of the benefits that I have found is that Trim Fit, which is the little purple drizzles that you see me mix in my unicorn juice, they support your fitness goals and feel confident, help you feel confident in your body. Also the collagen, it promotes healthy, radiant skin and supports joint health. Hello, we need that. And then their probiotic, it actually nurtures your gut health, supporting digestion and overall vitality. So get ready to experience these amazing benefits just as I have. I wouldn't share anything with you that I didn't use myself. You know this about me. You can go to beautifulyu.com/glitteru and use the code GlitterYu at checkout for an exclusive 15% off of your order. So the way that you spell BeautifulYu is BeautifulYu.com/glitteru and use the code GlitterYu at checkout for an exclusive 15% off of your order. I have personally incorporated BeautifulYu into my routine and the results speak for themselves. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to save 15% today. Your journey to feeling exceptional starts now, and these products will actually help all of us feel amazing. So I want to say thank you to BeautifulYu for supporting the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast. Now let's get back to the inspiring content that empowers you to live your very best life.